Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Thursday, March 21st, 2019, Thirsty Thursday as we like to call it. This is a show where we discuss news with various news sources via the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together on just about everything you possibly think of. And please email me your suggestions, comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in. Let's have a live discussion, 805-994-0606. All your comments are welcome, good or bad. Let's discuss them, and let's start on this Thirsty Thursday. Starting with Fox News. The men in her life. There's a picture of Trump, Kellyanne, and her husband. Kellyanne tells FBN where she stands in nasty Twitter feud between her husband and Trump. And she says she calls her husband a tax on Trump unusual, but thanks the president for defending her. So there you go. If you want to read that article, if you really, again, if you have nothing better to do, nothing, your life's perfect, everything's going good, and you need some news to feed on, there you go. Go to Fox News and just go ahead and read about this, the men in her life. Okay, going over to CNN, why Trump says Mueller's report should be public. The president's surprising offer seems at odds with past efforts to discredit the special counsel's investigation. Read that article. There's a reason he's doing that. No one knows why yet, but it's a ploy. He's probably it's probably because so many of the polls of Americans want it to be public, so he's probably going with that, and then it's going to kind of be able to massage it when it does come out. Probably bad, I'm assuming. Everybody's assuming that he'll turn that into lies and blah, blah, blah. Man up, Mr. Trump. Man up for whatever happens. Here we go. This is interesting news. CNBC News. Mortgage rates just tanked thanks to the Fed, and they could go even lower. That's incredible. They've been going high for all this time. The average rate on a popular 30-year fixed loan, which had been sitting days at 4.4%, fell sharply to 4.34%. I'm in the real estate business, so this is kind of big news. Good or bad, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Moving over to USA Today, and there's an article, it's called, They Hired Him to Be Their Lawyer. They Say He Became Their Pimp. This is about an article about the small town in, in Ohio, where a lawyer guy is accused of running a sex trafficking ring. So if you want to read about that, go ahead. And of course, you know, sex trafficking is not a victimless crime, even though some men may go out and get massages thinking it's no big deal. Well, apparently it is. I may be one of them. I don't know. Move over to the BC. May hopes UK will leave EU with a deal. The PM arrives at the EU summit saying she has personal regret over her request to delay Brexit. There you go. Read about that if you are curious what's going on in Europe. And here's the big news. This is, I don't know if it's going to happen, but New Zealand gun measures. They already submitted a deal to their parliament legislation to ban military-style semi-automatic weapons, assault rifles, high-capacity magazines, parts with the ability to convert a firearm to military-style, parts of all kinds of stuff. Anyways, they're going to submit that within a week of the gun thing. Is that the answer? I personally don't think so. It's tragic, but stuff like that, terrorist acts like that and stuff like that, the guy didn't have access to an assault rifle. For one thing, you probably would have gotten one anyways on the black market. But he would have came up with a different way to create mass destruction and human loss. He would have come up with a different way. These guys aren't stupid. They know they're going to get caught. So they're going to come up with a different way where that's, I don't even want to give ideas, but they'll come up with a different way, believe me. So I don't think it's the answer, but I see it's the quick fix, and it makes people look good that are submitting it. So that's just my opinion. Move over to ESPN. All right, the March Madness is going to start this morning, and on this date, there's an on this date, 2008, March 21st, 2008, Stephon Curry drops 40 points against Gonzaga to beat Gonzaga in the NCAA tournament back then. I remember that. That's where I became a big Steph Curry fan during that tournament. All right, moving over T to the M to the Z. Kyle Jenner, so over it with Jordan Woods. There's a picture of those two. And Kyle Jenner and Jordan Woods still aren't talking much. And at this point, Kylie's giving up and making up and moving on. So, again, you have nothing else better to do, and just curious what these two people are doing that they have nothing to do with you. Go ahead. Wow, here's an interest. This just popped up. It just took me by surprise. There's a painting here. It's Michael Jackson carried by Jesus owning the devil. Wow. An exhibit featuring Michael Jackson right now is controversial enough, but when the king of pop is depicted as a real king, a holy figure, well, if you want to see that, go ahead, go to TMZ. I'm just going to get off TMZ right now. That's just too much for me. Move over to travel leisure. JetBlue, there's a little article of why JetBlue is keeping setback screens behind their seats while other airlines are getting rid of them. They're just offering more. They want to offer you more, direct TV, all kinds of stuff, live streaming, where other airlines are just getting away and just going to go total streaming. They're keeping up their screens in the back. Now, I'll be honest with you, I kind of like the screens in the back. I don't know, I like them. Okay, last but not least on Travel Leisure, Europe's first underwater restaurant has just opened. It's already one of the most coveted dinner reservations in the world. Only seats 40. It's in the southern part of Norway into the ocean there, one of their sounds. It's a trippy looking building. It's kind of like, almost looks, it looks weird, but it looks cool. Seats 40. You are underwater in the ocean eating dinner with this huge window like you're in an aquarium. There you go. All right, that's going to end it for this Thirsty Thursday. We will do a real serious Facebook thing here. It's kind of a weird one. Anyway, there's a picture of a young African American kid, and then a picture of Hitler with a circle around him. And below it says, in 1944, a 16-year-old black student in Columbus, Ohio, won an essay contest on the theme, "What to Do with Hitler After the War." By submitting the single sentence, put him in a black skin and let him live the rest of his life in America. Wow. That is powerful, powerful shit, man. That is powerful stuff. We're going to end it on that. It's Thursday, so they go be with your family tonight. Go do something, go have some drinks, happy hour, go spend some money, feed the local economy, and we will see you on Friday. Please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Message Talk Show, and remember that Republicans and conservatives are the same thing, basically. And I'm going extreme right. A lot of them do drugs. Some of them do drugs. Yes. And the extreme lefties, the liberals / Mr. and Mrs. Democrats. A lot of them own guns. So you heard it here first. Don't say anything. Don't squeal on me. Don't let the cat out of the bag. We'll see you on Friday. Have a great rest of your Thirsty Thursday. Ciao.